And this is the astrological forecast for planet Earth for February 2016. The global forecast. The Uranus-Pluto square is still around. I know it's been actually finished in its exactitude for a year now, but it's still within 1 degree for this month. Uranus is pulling away, Pluto's slowing down, Uranus is speeding up. It's going to get less and less as we get into this year. So this month is basically the last of the Uranus-Pluto square. And the trigger point for this is the first couple of days of February. Mercury in the sky will be conjunct Pluto and square Uranus. So I do expect in the start of this month quite a lot of fractiousness, irritability, and this is both at the individual and the global level. Any type of compromise or agreement between politicians, corporates or anything like that in the first 2 or 3 days of February simply is not to be believed, or else it's simply not going to happen. Also, although astrology is based on geocentric perspective, from a heliocentric perspective, where the Sun is in the middle of the horoscope, Saturn is exactly square Neptune now at the very start of the month. So again, the start of February is the most nebulous and confusing time. I am expecting, especially with the sunspot cycle kicking in as we speak, that the start of the month is likely to hold quite a few undersea earthquakes, oversea volcanoes, things like this. There's going to be a bit of geophysical disorder. Jupiter's nicely tucked away retrograde in Virgo, and he's not bothering a soul. I'm not worried by the position of Jupiter. And whilst Neptune's bringing a lot of challenge into a number of your lives, he's not really doing the global pattern any big challenge, apart from the ongoing aspect of Saturn. So there won't be any resolution to the issues concerning the refugee crises in Europe, or the, I forget the name of it, Zika or Zika epidemic that's beginning in the Americas, and that's a big worry for the long-term future. My warnings of pandemic over this year, I hope they don't come true. Mars is in Scorpio, and this is perhaps the big news of this month. Mars is getting into the second half of Scorpio. Early next month he's going to move into Sagittarius. Mid-April he's going to stand still and go retrograde. Not directly affecting any of the major planets in the sky, but certainly affecting a lot of individuals. So more on that one next month. The new moon on the 8th of February is at 19 degrees Aquarius, and that's in an extremely healthy position. Strongly sextile Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, suggesting that around the end of the first week of February there may well be 1 or 2 innovative, novel or technological developments that could actually change the world, make it a bit of a better place. I look forward to this one, I really do. It's perhaps the high spot of February. The full moon in Virgo on the 22nd of February is a little bit more depressing, being opposite Neptune, and I'm going to be careful not to believe too much of what I'm being told at that time. But it has to be said, folks. Compared to January, February's light. Mercury comes out of shadow around the 14th, 15th. There's a lot more clarity of communication the more we get into this month. And compared to January, this month's a doddle. February, March and April are going to have a degree more volatility about them, but not this month. This is a light month, so use it to step back, recharge, rebuild, and get ready for what's to come. If you're for my client, I'd be saying as far as February 2016 goes, planet Earth, have a restful and recharging month.